YouTube, what's up, y'all? You know, it's your boy Marlon, and I'm here with another brand new video today, guys. So if it's your first time to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe for more great videos. Also, like in the middle of this video or somewhere down the line, please leave a like and also leave a comment in the comment box. Let me know what you think about today's topic. Also, please go ahead and share these videos with your friends, family, and loved one. Alright, guys? So today's topic, we're going to be talking about brainwashed by religion. Because you know that religion is one of the most powerful things here on earth. And a lot of people have been brainwashed by religion, and I'll explain it to you why I said that there's a lot of people being brainwashed by religion for years. Some people are still being brainwashed and don't even know it. A lot of people out there believe in evolution. Other people believe in that there's a God. I do believe that there's a God. Way back, and people been brainwashed by religion, you know. They've been brainwashed by religion now for thousands of years. Because even way back in the days of slavery, and it even happened way before then. The slaves that were also being brainwashed by religion that they shouldn't rebel amongst their masters, you know, like the slave owners were their masters, that they should obey them, and that's what God wanted them to be obedient and do not be rebellious. That was against God's will, and they used that to entrap people in slavery, and it's still happening even in today's society. So guys, you know, there's a lot of pastors out there that is preaching in these churches, and they are brainwashing the people in the church to get them to do whatever they want them to do. It's dropping off more money than they can afford in the collection box. Some people tell you that, oh, you must give 10% of your salary to the Lord. God do not need any money. Money has no use to God whatsoever. Money only have use to mankind. So when you put money in the collection box at the church, you're not giving it to God. You're giving it to the people who is entitled, the people who is in control of the offering at the church. So they're using God's name for you to be overly generous. Probably even give more than you can afford to them. What if you can't afford 10% of your income to give it to the church? Okay, they should be appreciative and take whatever you can afford to give them, not tell you what to give. Also, guys, you know that there's a lot of pastors out there that are going around and beating the Bible, but they're not solely believing God. They're just doing it as a way of making a living, because I don't think a pastor should be getting paid to go to church to preach the word of God. If he's such a believer in God and he's doing the work of his Father, the man who created every living thing, you should have a regular 9-to-5 job, and then you go to church to be a preacher on the Sabbath day. If you're going to stay home, and I know the church doesn't have that much stuff that you're going to be doing 7 days a week when church is either 1 or twice a week. But anyways, you also know that there's a lot of pastors out there who built these cults, and they have these young girls and these and their parents and their brothers and their fathers locked up in these private property that they're not allowed to go out in the modern world. They're not allowed to watch TV, listen to the news. They don't want them to know what is going on out there in today's society. They're trying to keep them brainwashed and keep their brains to only think to a certain limit, not knowing what's going on out there in today's society. And they have them locked down there. They keep them that they're self-sufficient. They produce their own food. They raise their own meat on the property. And the pastors and other people of that cult is having sexual relationship with these young girls that are minors. A lot of them are really young, and they're doing it with their mothers too, and the daughters. And none of them will speak up on it. Nobody will say anything. It's a secret society. They will not snitch it out. Now and then there's 1 or 2 out of it that will break out and go out and get the police involved, and then they'll take them down. But besides no evidence and no one won't speak, there's nothing that the law can do. No search warrant or anything. They can't just go over and go try to dig up information without something come out. They have to have some evidence to work on, especially in the US, where there's so much laws and that you have to abide to before you can do certain things. So yeah, that's been going on, and they're making the young ladies, then the pastor who's responsible for the group, they choose who they have sex with, who they get married to, and these young girls are getting pregnant at early age, if even from 12 years old or even younger, you know what I mean, and having kids and having sexual intercourse with these pastors, and they let them know that that's the way that it's supposed to be, that's the way of God, and they kind of give them a brainwash. Just like way back, they did brainwash people. Even I was brainwashed growing up as a child, going to church, that the God that I should worship is the God that Michelangelo drew, with blonde hair and blue eyes and long straight nose. And when you pray at night, or even when you pray for your meal, that's the image you see inside your mind, that's your God, that's who you're praying to. It's brainwash, because the guy who's claimed that he's your superior, he's the one who put these thoughts in your mind, embedding it in generation after generation, and let you believe that's what your God look like. And if he said that he created us in his own image, and if that God that they embedded in our mind that we should worship look like this image that they put in our mind, look like them, then they're saying that we are the true being of the Creator, of the Almighty, and that's what you should worship. But I have an individual mind of my own, and God would not give us all a brain that we could think individually unless another man interpret every thought that we run through our minds. That's why he give us a brain, so we can individually think. So if somebody brought something to you, I try to put it, embedding it in your mind. Always analyze it, run it through your mind, think about it for a bit, and see if what they're saying to you, if it make any sense whatsoever, before you go on and take it on and think that's the way it should be or whatnot. I'm not saying that somebody can't tell you something and that's the way it is, but always analyze it yourself, and that's why you get a brain. If God wanted one man to think for everybody, he would give one brain, because each man has a brain. That means each man has the capability of thinking for his or herself, and then making his or her own decision. But I know that there's a lot of brainwash been going on around the world with religion. It haven't just started today. It's been going on for years, as I said before. A lot of people get too caught up in it to even give it any thought, to even think if all these things that they've been told, if there's any truth to it. Because they'll give you the interpretation of what God looked like, but which man on earth have ever seen God before? No one on earth. You may think, well, there's somebody way back in the days that could have saw him in olden days, back in biblical time, and reveal his identity to somebody, and that person keep passing the word on to generation after generation, and that's how they have an idea of what he looks like. But if I should line up 7 or even 10 person in a line, and then I whisper something in the first one hears, and tell them, and make sure that they hear it clearly, and have them say it back to me, and they keep saying it down the line, before it reaches to the last person at the end of the line, the conversation or whatever was said is going to be totally interpreted different at the end of the road. So guys, don't take brainwash. Stay positive out there, man. Think individually for yourself. Don't let anybody interpret your thoughts, all right? And don't be brainwashed by religion. There's a lot of religion that is going on with brainwash to it, to people, and because they know that people is so in fear of God and don't want to go to hell, and such God-fearing people on the earth, a lot of people use that advantage and brainwash people and use the name of God to do it while they're doing it. So there's a scam out there in everything you do. I'm not saying every pastor out there is doing it or every religious person, but there's a lot of it going on. So do not get brainwashed by religion. Let me know what you think about today's topic. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Don't be brainwashed by religion. Think individually. And don't, all those people are going around beating the Bible. A lot of them, they got more problem going on with them, with corruption, with sins, than even the person who's not going to church, period. And don't think that because you're going to church, meaning that you're saved and you're going to heaven. A lot of people who are not even going to church is more holy than the ones that are going to church. There's a lot of wicked people in the church. There's a lot of wicked pastors out there. There's a lot of people who are using the name of God in vain. There's a lot of people using the name of God in order to get what they want out of life. There's a lot of people out there using God's name to scam other people out of what they have. So remember now, guys, do not get brainwashed by religion. Don't get caught up. Pray to your God, worship your God, and keep doing good. Just do good and good will follow you. If you do evil, evil will follow you. Remember, good things is godliness and evil things is the devil. Alright? So long as you stay clean, stay positive, and do good things from the bottom of your heart, and do not do anything wicked, you're safe. Alright? Peace out.